2-minute lap. That's insane. We've gone from, like, you know, 2-minute laps to, whoa, one. Oh my god, we've got a car flying. Upside down Red Bull. Now this weekend, Formula 1 is at Interlagos for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and it's a sprint race event. As you know, on my channel, when I want to test out mods, I do sprint races all the time on Assetto Corsa, and today is no different, as we are at Interlagos, but the 1975 version, which is a much longer lap than the current version, but there's also a lot of similarities to the current layout. So we're going to find out today what exactly that's like, and also see if we can recognize the current layout on top of the old version. So let's get into it. We're racing, of course, as the honorary citizen Lewis Hamilton in Brazil, and we're going to get into this race, an 8-lap sprint, and we're going to find out what this old layout was like. Right then, 8 laps. We're going to see exactly what this layout has to offer. I've seen the track map, and it looks pretty similar, so I'm keen to see where the differences are. Underway, seems like the same location as the current grid as we start uphill. So turn 1 is to the left now, but okay, we're going a lot quicker than that. Flat out left, and then another flat out left. And this is now the run down to turn 4, as we know it in real life. This is a massive run though. This is some sort of outside line. We've got medium speed left here. Tires are stone cold. We go left again. I thought it was to the right, but that's the current layout. What would be the final corner up, you know, the hill. So let's see. We're now heading into the infield, which is different as we're going, I guess, reverse direction to what we normally would go. This looks like the start of Sector 2. This is where I think Verstappen and Hamilton had their incident last year, where Verstappen, of course, ran himself and Lewis off the track. And this feels like the turn 3 in reverse right now. But then this is new, so we keep going. So long right into now a left by the looks of it. Oh my god, that's a bit of a hairpin. Let's slow down. Okay, I don't know where the hell I am right now, but this is new. Long right through here. And oh, okay, this is familiar. We know this. This is the current infield section as we know it. So the right and then the left, and then we should have a right again after this. Yep, there we go. So this is still the same as what it used to be. And then we've got a left again, hopefully. Looks like it. Oh, we almost run into the back of Bottas there. Final corner. Oh, okay, never mind. It's nowhere near as much of a braking zone. It's more of a swooping left. Apologies for my voice, by the way. I am completely ill right now, so my voice isn't the best. And that's a lap. So 2-minute lap. That's insane. We've gone from, like, you know, 2-minute laps to, whoa, one. Oh my god, we've got a car flying. Upside down Red Bull. Oh my days. Bottas just completely kamikaze dived me into turn 1. That was incredible. Okay. That was scary. And we've got the Williams back up the inside. AI getting a bit dirty now as... Okay, I think I know where I'm going more or less. We can see the cars in the distance as a reference. But this is kicking off. We've got nobody behind. We've got a 1 second gap, give or take, to the car behind, so we've got a bit of a breather. But I kind of know where I'm going. We'll get faster as the race goes on. As I was saying, it's a 2-minute lap compared to, of course, like a 1:05 nowadays, which goes to show a lot of the circuit has been lost or cut out as we head up the inside of Bottas through here. I don't know if it's flat or not. I'm going to take a bit of a lift just to be sure. When I get in the run of the McLaren, it's so fast. Hairpin, hairpin. I remember this. The McLaren's still there. That is Lando Norris by the looks of it. We're going to try and sneak up the inside. This is now the infield. Okay, so we've cleared Lando. And we're P10 right now. This is actually a lot of fun. So here we go, up the hill, onto the pit straight. We're going to get the run on the AlphaTauri here. No DRS for us just yet. We'll start using it now as we head on to lap 3. Down to turn 1, I'm going to take a wide line as, oh, it happens again. We've got another Red Bull off, so we're going to use that to make the move, but this is incredibly high speed. I'd love to know what the average speed is in a lap in terms of kilometers an hour, because this is so quick. This would have been so dangerous back in the day with the old cars. Surely it would have been frightening. Exciting though, very different layout as we get an incredible run here on the Alpine, so we're going to just breeze past. Starting to know my way now as we get used to this infield section, this new infield, which at times goes in the opposite direction of the current layout. Is this corner flat? Not quite, but it's not a million miles away. Oh, that's not good. Save. Whew. These high curbs, it's basically like you've got a sidewalk, you know, or pavement to either side of the racetrack, so you can't really step out of bounds, which is, in a way, quite a clever way of policing track limits, I guess. Maybe everyone would take a leaf out of this in real life. Anyway, Ricciardo next in the other McLaren as we head into the current layout, so we've got to try and make the most of this as we know exactly where we're going. Just got to try and lay off the curbs. And then after that is another Alpine, not sure if it's Alonso or Ocon. And then we've got, I think, a Haas after that, which is fair, so that Haas doing pretty well. So down the hill. So this corner catches me out. My muscle memory here throws me off. But that was actually pretty decent for a change, and we get the run on Ricciardo. Let's crank up the engine a little bit, and now we'll use DRS. So let's see. In anger, it's a 1 minute 59 dead as we try to head down the inside of the Alpine. Oh my god, that's Alonso. Still going for it. Look at the speed. Opening the DRS again now as we breeze past the Haas. 345 kilometers an hour almost as we now dip into turn 3 using the camber and the banking, and now we're starting to really find some speed. This track is dangerous, but absolutely insane. P4 now, so we're going to try and chase after a podium. Let's get after it. Closing in now on the Ferrari, trying to knock on the door for a podium. The race leaders, the front two, are way out front, but we'll still try and chase them if we can. So through the final corner, that Ferrari in a bit wide. Going to slot in behind as we head up the hill. Cut underneath, get the DRS, that's Charles Leclerc. As we get underneath, let's try and do a full lap in anger here and see exactly if it's flat. That was just about flat, but you've got to really take the camber, otherwise you're in the wall. Let's keep pushing. This one is a bit of a break and lift. We're not quite flat for this one. Oh, that's a bit wide onto the curb. Oh my god, this track is... I'm sweating. I'm breaking out into a sweat whenever I have a moment. I'll try to leave my best or cleanest lap in the video with engine sound. Well, there we go. That's a flat out lap in anger. 154.8. And we're now closing in on this Ferrari for P2. 2 laps to go, so this is probably where we're going to finish if we get ahead. So let's try and get in. But this track is a workout. It's so bumpy as well, especially with these cars, of course, which have ground effect and porpoise. But this was, you know, a racetrack in the mid-70s, which I believe ground effect was a thing back then as well. Whether it's as aggressive as it is with these cars, I don't know. But my god, drivers' necks must have been put through the ringer with this one. This is one of them tracks which I'm kind of glad really got modified, because it's way too quick and way too scary, too dangerous. But in a video game, it's insane. Here we go, closing in on Carlos Sainz. The car also gets loose or just understeer off if you don't get the right line. So you've got to be very respectful of the circuit, honestly, just be very careful. Trying to get the cut back on Sainz through there. Didn't quite work out. Getting some of the understeer that I was talking about just now through there. As we head into the infield. It's funny how I feel like the infield's actually the better pace to maybe overtake. It's just too fast everywhere else. There's not actually a proper braking zone, so it's all just, you know, slipstream. P1 already crossing the start finish. That's how far ahead they are. But anyway, I think that's George Russell, who's P1. We're going to try and get that second place. And we're going to get DRS now as we head up the hill for the penultimate time. Here we go. DRS open. And we're going to get past Carlos Sainz as we head onto the last lap of the race. Let's turn the engine up and let's try and commit here to another push lap. As we do have DRS to try and go even faster. This feels right on the limit of physics. I can't explain the tyres. It feels like they're right on the edge of hanging on or letting go. It can go either way. This corner's absolutely bonkers. Look at that. Whew. This is insane. Let's enjoy this last lap. There we go, the race is over. Russell has won it, has already crossed the finish line. And it's going to be a 1-2 for Mercedes. I'm pretty sure it's George who's won. Here we go, through the final corner. And that's going to be that. My God, this track is incredible. And we're going to set a personal best. Looking like maybe a higher 53. Cross the line. And there it is, a 53.9. Whew. What a workout. Well, there we go. That was that. Interlagos 1975. Incredible. Arguably one of the most dangerous race circuits in the world. Not quite Nordschleife, but unique in its own way, in the sense that a crash here would have been deadly. But there we go. Leave a like, guys, if you enjoyed that race. This was very different. And I'm going to remember this one for a long time, and I might see if I can do more of these during the off-season. But guys, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, like I said. And yeah, I'll leave the links down below to the mods for the car and the circuit, so go check those out. But yeah, that was an experience, guys, and we'll see how the Real Life Grand Prix gets on this weekend. As always, a massive thank you, guys, for supporting the content. Check out the videos on screen, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, take care, and let's go back from me.